Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, and a Rocky Mountain high. Folsom Field, one of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Buffaloes will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That's a quick shovel pass. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Handoff from the shotgun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First and long now after the penalty. The back's got it. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Using his legs on the scramble.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Direct snap to the back. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the completion made. And he'll be brought down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They go with a direct snap. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 40, out past the 30. Inside the 10. Look at him run through those tacklers. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him. And
fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the junior able to get home with the sack. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10. Looks right for a quick completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They test the middle, but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw. It's Lagway. He's moving out of the pocket now. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Toss play to the outside. Tackled, but first down.
That's the end of the quarter with the score. Colorado 7, Florida.
The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They had a goal on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create here on the move. He's got his man wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the grab. It's Russell. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. The ball is hauled in. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's a keeper all the way and a really solid game. Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, but with a guy like this, as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense. That was a great play.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down here for this offense. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. And at first down, they go right back to him.
But the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass this time. Gets rid of it on the move. Pulls it in. It's Miller. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that catch is hauled in. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He's going to take off here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking to throw it deep. And the deep shot is incomplete. He brought it in, but couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get it established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Third down, out of the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Welch. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stiff arms the man. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball carrier running through tackles. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk gain of the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Quick throw, the catch is made. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first down, still on the move. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense really clicking.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
To the air. It's Lagway. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Grab made by the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Physical run breaks through a tackle. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The Gators line it up with 1st and goal. It's QB sneak. Nowhere to run up the middle. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Goal line formation for the defense. The call is a quarterback sneak. They try to sneak him, but it goes nowhere. Defense rising up on the goal line.
Chris, I just don't know about short games like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this.
Touchdown, Florida. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
21.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Colorado offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 31, Florida 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Welch.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Here's a throw underneath to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. It's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side here. Nothing doing in that play. The big... For the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed to the running back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And he's got it. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Bucks. This offense is still clicking. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense retakes the field. Scanning the field. It's leg way. Quick throw to his receiver. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs him up 1st and very long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. As simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.